What's up, YouTubers? It's your girl Shan from EV and Chill, and we have had our Cybertruck for 15 months now. I don't even know how that's possible. But after all of the headlines, the service adventures, even the spring break drama, and just living life as a busy mom here in Northern Virginia, today I'm going to share with you the things that still genuinely surprise me in the best possible way. So these are just kind of like unexpected wins that still make me smile. So let's not waste any time, let's do a Michael Phelps, and let's dive in. Unexpected win number uno. The stainless steel exoskeleton is actually super low maintenance. Now this is, I'm going to consider like a huge win because I knew this thing would look cool, right? Like this thing looks legit. But I didn't expect to worry so little about it as I actually do, if that makes sense. Like I am not constantly stressing over door dings. A quick wipe down and this thing is good to go. Okay, now granted we do have the wrap on it. That again just adds to the cool factor, but also again it keeps it super easy to clean. And we did the wrap ourselves, so with all the angles and the flat pieces, it actually wasn't that bad to put on. And my husband does wash this thing down every week, but it is like a super quick wash down. He takes a little bit longer when he washes me down. But yeah, so he washes this thing down real quick every week, just give it a little rinse, and she is good to go. I think even after like the parking garage moment that we had, this thing still held up like a tank. And that is a huge win for a mom who's always loading and unloading cargo and people. Win number dos, let's talk about how practical this space actually is. There is space on top of space on top of space. There is no Space Jam here. Okay, that was like a 90s reference. Yes, this car looks like super futuristic on the outside, right? But once you get on the inside, it handles car seats, sports bags, luggage, groceries. All of our everyday stuff, it handles really well. So I'm going to say the cabin space and storage, it just works really well for real family life. Now this one I have listed as number 3. Honestly, maybe it should be number 1, but it's still in my top 3. Let's talk about full self-driving. Y'all, FSD is too legit to quit. This one kind of surprised me the most, to be honest, because I use FSD every single day now. No joke. I just hop in, press the button, and boom, it handles almost all the driving itself. And what I love is kind of how safe but assertive it feels, especially when I'm driving in like DC and Northern Virginia traffic. It merges confidently. It handles stop and go on 95 and 66 super easily. I don't get stressed out anymore. Honestly, like my kids don't even notice a difference anymore. They don't know if I'm driving or the car's driving. Okay, true story here. I was giving my 85-year-old grandmother a ride in the vehicle. Hopped in, we're driving, I show her how cool FSD is, and then I take over. And like 1 minute later, she says, "Shan, can you put it back in FSD? I feel safer that way." Excuse me? Was I offended? Slightly. Did I understand though? I did. So that just goes to show you like how confident we are in FSD now as a family. And after 15 months, I can tell you it is still improving with every update. And honestly, it's made my drives so much more relaxing. Truthfully, I didn't expect to trust it as much as I do, but here we are, and it is honestly one of my favorite features. And as much as I love FSD, I have to say for number 4, my number 4 win is the acceleration. Yes, love FSD, but every now and then mama's gotta take over. Not that I manhandle her, but sometimes I have to woman handle her, right? I gotta show her who's boss. Sometimes the pedals gotta go straight to the floor, and my stomach also drops to the floor because it is that quick. The power never gets old. 15 months later, still never gets old. This old truck, like this thing can haul. Now, I'm going to pause right here because some of you might be saying, "Shan, your truck is 15 months old. Aren't you bored of it by now?" Au contraire, my friend, the software and over-the-air updates keep it fresh to death. I'm talking like these over-the-air updates are offering me new features, better voice commands, smoother FSD behavior. It keeps the whole truck feeling new. Honestly, I think I could own this truck for like another 3 years and I would still be impressed by it and never get bored. And that's a big deal coming from someone who has ADHD. Number 6, boom, let's talk about how quiet and smooth it is on these Virginia roads. I almost feel like I should whisper because it's so quiet when I drive. But the ride quality, y'all, the air suspension just smooths out these rough Northern Virginia roads way better than expected. And I'm gonna pause because if you live in Northern Virginia, if you drive around DC, if you've even just been here on vacay, drop it in the comments below because you know these roads here are redonkulous. We have potholes the size of Texas. That shouldn't even like compute, but it does because these roads be rough. So that being said, air suspension, again, it just makes things so smooth. Sometimes it feels like I am gliding on butter that is on a cloud. Does that make sense? Like it just makes longer road trips relaxing, but even just little errands around town, just super smooth. So these are all the things that still surprise me after 15 months of owning the Cybertruck. Honestly, especially the FSD and how much I rely on that every day. That really just like kind of shocks me a little bit. Not saying that this vehicle is perfect, because every vehicle can use a few tweaks here and there, but these wins make it totally worth it for me and my family. And honestly, with all of these wins, I feel like maybe I should go buy a Powerball ticket today. Okay, but drop it in the comments too. Let me know, do you use FSD if you have a Tesla? Or if you do, what surprises you most about your Tesla or your EV in general? I love to read every comment. Okay, now if you enjoyed this video and you want more of moi, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Well, that's all I've got for now. Thanks for watching. Stay charged. I'll catch you next time.